Shortly after every new No Man's Sky update drops, I find myself wondering what the next one will be. Sometimes it's related to ships, customization, exploration, but at no point did I anticipate that a new update would turn me into a garbage man. The Remnants update is the first update of 2026, and while it is not a huge transformation, there are a lot of fun things to check out and a couple of essential quality of life updates, including something very special for Switch players. Stay tuned. If you've been playing No Humans Horizon for a while, you've probably noticed the unfortunate lack of environmental cleanup initiatives. The new industrial waste processing takes care of that, and you get to ignore reduce, reuse, recycle, and jump straight to incinerate. The star of the show, however, has to be the new Gravitino Coil, a new module for the multi-tool. Similar to the fishing rod, this module has a completely different look than your base multi-tool and serves one specific purpose. Yeah. All the best games have a gravity gun of some type, and now Hello Games has added their own. The range is fairly shallow and it's only a 2-button operation, but this little upgrade is a great way to remind myself of why I didn't make the basketball team in high school. You can pick up new pieces of scrap and transport them for their imminent destruction, but it also can be used on other physics-based items. Sentinels can be grabbed out of the sky and put in temporary air jail when they're in need of a timeout. You can also eject them back, but it is quite difficult to make them collide into each other, in case you are wondering. More important than that is the new uses of the Sphere Creator. You can now create a functioning volleyball court, although it is probably more enjoyable with friends. You can also participate in everyone's favorite sport, golfing. Disappointingly, you cannot pick up random wildlife and send them flying, but I'm sure they are very happy with this limitation. The main purpose of this update is not to have fun though. It's to roll up your sleeves and take out the trash. All planets with salvageable scrap now have industrial waste. I assumed that this would make the entire planet's surface look like the carpet of a movie theater, but actually the clumps of rubbish are very spaced out. If you want to do a good deed and make some nanites while you're at it, you can process these heaps of debris at a waste processing plant. You'll only need the Gravitino Coil to get this party started, but to make things go a little faster, you'll want to upgrade your Colossus, which is now more important than ever. On the Anomaly, you'll find new exocraft upgrades, including a Cyclops scope, which is an enhanced analysis visor for exocrafts, as well as an excavation blade. You'll quickly find out, though, that this does not move up and down. It just gathers extra resources when you run into stuff, which for me is all the time, but it would have been nice to be able to scoop out some dirt and place the dirt back onto the dirt. To customize your Colossus, just set down its GeoBay summoning station and start modifying. Oh, those are quality treads. Shortly after you get going, you'll unlock the flatbed. This will take your transport game to the next level. Oh yeah. I can inconvenience so many people in parking lots with this. With this chassis, you can put items into it and then move said items from one location to a different location. It's a lot cooler than it sounds. The flatbed can hold way more scrap than your multi-tool, and it's just nice to carry stuff in an exposed trunk so that everyone around you knows that you're a busy bee. Just be careful because stuff can definitely fall out of the bed if you're not taking the flattest route. In case you are curious, at this time you cannot transport scrap inside a Corvette. which would have been the ultimate transport solution. Another potential workaround that does not actually work is loading up your Colossus and then summoning the Colossus from somewhere else. If you try this, all the scrap you collected will just fall onto the ground, forgotten forever, just like my hopes and dreams. The flatbed does have a neat little lift you can use to dump out your haul, which is the second most satisfying part of trash collection. The most satisfying part of the new process involves lots of fire. There are 4 different incinerators for different types of materials. High-value scrap will be conveniently marked with special icons to be processed in specific units. Some of these also have health bars and will explode when destroyed ahead of schedule. All of these are glorious to try out, but my favorite is the classic standby miniature volcano. Nice. There are mobile-mounted furnaces to process trash on the go, and extra Colossus parts that are only available as expedition rewards. Speaking of the expedition, did you know there's an expedition? This little journey is set on a single planet and has missions where you, are you ready for this? Collect garbage. So unexpected. This expedition also brings a nifty bathrobe as a reward, which I would personally be afraid to wear to work, but it looks great nevertheless. One very odd change affects how your exocrafts respond to toxicity and other damaging planet effects. While you can still hide underground to avoid these debuffs, if you're in an exocraft, no matter where you are, you'll still be negatively affected. Maybe there's a logical connection I'm missing, but to me, I would imagine that if I'm safe inside a cave, I should still be safe inside a car inside a cave. I don't know. One helpful update I noticed while configuring my Colossus was that you can now name and manage your stored outfits and exocraft customization settings. This is a small but really nice way to keep your modular settings organized so you can conveniently swap between your nighttime Colossus and your early morning Colossus. Also, I've been informed that clouds are more gooder, so be on the lookout for that. There are countless players that I know will be excited about this next bit of news. Corvettes have finally arrived on the Nintendo Switch platforms. This was a big relief to see, as I was feeling like we were all hogging the Corvettes on other platforms. Welcome to the party, Switch players. While the actual mission objectives in this update are incredibly simple, I'm glad to see something I didn't expect. That being said, I would still be very excited to see something that I do expect, like a combat overhaul or some defense base building elements, maybe an entirely new game called Light No Fire, whatever they've got ready, you know? What do you think of the Remnants update? What else are you hoping for Hello Games to add this year? How many potatoes do you eat every morning? What's your favorite kind of gravel? When was the last time you talked to a squirrel?